Alrighty, hey, how you doing? This is Play It Forward. Thank you very much for joining last week across Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. It was really lovely. A lot of people messaging in with all their different suggestions. It's actually very heartwarming and lovely. Let's get straight to it this week. I think we've got a very special guest, one of my favourites. She's on Whovian's amazing show, an old 31 legend, and also she's about two glasses of wine deep at the moment, but we'll see how we go. But she's going to give us a movie recommendation. How you doing, Tegan?
Hey, mate, I'm good. How are you?
Oh, hair looks great. Looks done. It looks like
Thank
you're really
you.
living your life to its fullest.
I have not washed my hair in, this is not exaggerating, 9 days. And then I went,
What?
I know. And now, look, you've given me an excuse to put on pants, to wash my hair. I'm really excited to be talking to a human being.
I know. Did I see on Instagram the other day, did you have a fall?
I did. That's also part of the reason why I haven't washed my hair. And it's a really good warning for people out there. Don't hurt yourself right now. Hurting yourself is bad. Doing it right now makes it really stressful. But I fell down and I smashed my head into some concrete because it turns out my other limbs didn't want to help. It was just head first. And but I got my stitches out today and I got a little Band-Aid there and it's pretty good. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. It looks great. It looks great. Hey, Tegan, so the premise of the game here is a lot of stuff to watch on the internet. Mm-hmm. So we just want to whittle it down to one, and you have the remote control. What would you like people to watch tonight?
All right. This one might be a little bit unexpected because I know that during this time of isolation, you know, it is such a wonderful chance to catch up on all the classics. I mean, your opening credits, so beautiful, so many great films in there. But I've actually chosen something that I stumbled across last year because I was having a temporary moment where I was crushing pretty hard on Richard Madden. Do you know the actor Richard Madden from Bodyguard fame?
No, I only know Benji Madden from Good Charlotte.
All right, well, look,
hey?
you might want to get a little bit of Richard Madden up in you because he's great. And
okay.
So he did this series on Netflix called Bodyguard with Keely Hawes, directed by Jed Mercurio. Incredible series, one of the best 20 minutes openings of a series ever. And so I was in love and decided I was going to watch everything he's ever done. And I stumbled upon this, you know how Netflix makes films, these kind of cheap, weird, like, why did you make that Christmas film kind of film?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, right. So they've made this one called Ibiza or however you choose to say it.
How do you choose?
I'm going to call it Ibiza.
Okay, let's go with Ibiza.
Sure. And I started watching this kind of, it does strike me as being low budget romantic comedy starring Gillian Jacobs and Vanessa Bayer from SNL fame and Phoebe Robinson. And for the first 5 minutes, I was like, what am I watching? This is weird. It kind of feels sometimes unscripted. It's super weird. But then I started getting into it, and it is just this charming, travel-laden romp with these three leading ladies being really funny. Their chemistry is incredible. And at no point does this movie slap you around or make you feel bad. It's like it just keeps... It's honestly like you're road tripping with these girls and you go completely off the rails. And right now, I think that that's the sort of film you need. Like I've been watching things like School of Rock and Blades of Glory and just stuff that I know isn't going to put me into a depression hole because we can't do that right now. We can't afford to do it. So I'm just gravitating towards nice things. And it's this weird film that no one talks about because it's a weird Netflix film, but it's actually really great.
I really love Vanessa Bayer. I believe is one of the most underrated SNL performers. Does one thing particularly well. So she's one of those. I can see why she hasn't been used a lot, but she does one style of acting, which is this sort of like bubbly, which is no one else does it as good as her. She's so is it that sort of character that she plays?
Yeah. Look, I think you're right in that she can only really do what she does, but what she does is exceptional. And I just think the director, now it's Reichenbach or Rickenbach, lots of complicated words. I feel like he got these three powerhouse performers in Gillian Jacobs, Vanessa Bayer, and Phoebe Robinson, and just kind of let them loose a little bit, let them really find the comedy in each scene. And it's really quite fantastic. And some of it's really bawdy. And that was the other thing I liked. They allow these these three female actresses to be quite bawdy and disgusting, and it's great.
Bored? I haven't heard bawdy since I was a 19th century bootin'.
Yeah, it was a bit bawdy. Yeah, it is really quite fun. I mean, it's like the poor man's Bridesmaids.
Okay, cool. All right, so it's the Aldi Bridesmaids is where we're going.
Yeah, yes.
Bawdy. Okay, so what snack would you recommend? Well, you've got one of your snacks there, but what snack would you recommend we go with? Ibiza?
It's look, the only thing I've been eating for about 2 weeks is just tiny, you know, those caramello eggs from Cadbury?
Oh, yeah.
Like, my 99% tin foil at the moment. It's really bad. So get yourself a packet of, you know, family eggs, lie at the cashier, tell them that you've got a family, but they're really all for you. And just sit there and one by one, just peel back the little bit of tin foil while you enjoy the gorgeousness of this batshit bizarre film.
Alrighty, so Tegan Higginbotham, I thank you for your suggestion. The suggestion is Ibiza, tinfoil hat, eggs. Yep. I think that's a good deal for a Monday night.
I think so. It works.
All right, Tegan, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Everybody, head to Netflix now. We'll go watch Ibiza. Ibiza.
Just have a few red wines and you can say Ibiza and nobody questions you.
All right, Ibiza it is. Thank you very much, Tegan. We'll see you next time. Thanks, mate.
Bye.
Has anyone else seen that movie yet? Are we on board that? I think that's a great one. I love the idea of the a Netflix flick that no one's actually really seen yet. That could be pretty cool. Hey, another great thing that happened recently, we obviously, part of the show is we're trying to get people on board if they've been hit hard by the coronavirus or they've lost their job. We want everyone to be able to play the game. So if you know somebody that's been hit hard, let us know and we'll send them out a Netflix voucher or a Stan voucher. But also the guys from DocPlay, which is an amazing streaming service, they have decided to donate some 45 days free of DocPlay. We've got Michael from DocPlay now. Hey, Michael, how you doing?
Hey, Lynchy, how you going?
Thank you very much for coming to the table. A little bit of DocPlay action for everybody. Great. It's a cool service. One of the underdogs of the streaming world.
Spot on. Absolutely.
But it's the catalog there is amazing. What sort of stuff if people get onto the DocPlay, what can we watch on there? What's your hot pick for it?
It's a massive selection of docs, biggest selection of docs that you can stream in Australia these days. There's like 580 feature films, 100 series. So it's a huge stack of documentary content. And it's got, you know, it covers all the genres, but all my favorite stuff to be like the big, amazing, award-winning docs. So, you know, you got the Oscar-nominated stuff like Man on Wire, Blackfish, Searching for Sugar Man, all the John Safran stuff's on there. So huge spread of docs.
That's beautiful. There's Blackfish, obviously. We had Dino last week recommended Blackfish. So get rid of Stan, get onto DocPlay.
Exactly.
John Safran, that's a great one. The John Safran, one of those things that you wouldn't. I love a streaming service that you find like a little nugget that you're like, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to look for this, and then you find it and you're right in there. That's a great. Is that which docos the John Safran we got on there?
Music Jamboree. I've completely forgotten the title, but the one where he explores fully into religion. Got that whole series as well. So I think it's got a stack, and then it's, you know, a bunch of the other sort of Australian series, especially some comedy stuff like Luke McGregor's one, Lukewarm Sex, is on there. Hilarious. One hot tip on DocPlay, it's my personal favourite for a recommendation, if you're happy for it. Hoop Dreams, my favourite documentary of all time.
Like an old school basketball? That's old school?
Yeah. So 1994, maybe the biggest sort of Oscar snub for documentaries of all time. Didn't get the nod because a few of the sort of old voters that didn't get to get up got together and gave sort of zeros on the ranking. So I got the most perfect scores of any doc that year. And through absolute controversy, stripped of its Oscar, but absolute classic, like a throwback doc. It's about these two high school ballers in the mid-90s, 1994 doc, and they're coming up in the final kind of years of high school in Chicago, and each of them have their own kind of circumstance. One's from sort of a rougher high school, one's from a better high school. Sort of chronicles them as they kind of try to make their dream kind of happen. But really one of those perfect docs, the best kind, like, you know, if you've got a doc on a certain topic, the ones that kind of Doesn't matter if you're into that topic or not. Like the Metallica one, doesn't matter if you like Metallica or metal. It's just an amazing story. This is one of those ones. Doesn't matter if you're into basketball or not. Just absolutely incredible human story.
Amazing, and a great year for basketball. It's like that's at 94. That trade year was pretty nuts as well. If you're an NBA nerd out there as well, that's all, mate. All right, Hoop Dreams and John Safran's Musical Jamboree, which is one of the great music docos of all time. Really underrated because it's a big music nerd thing. I really love it. Thank you very much for that, Michael. Watch some Hoop Dreams.
Thanks, Al.
There we go, Michael from Doc Play. Very lovely for him to help us out with this little adventure of ours over the next couple of weeks. As I said, send a message into here or at Watch Out For on our Facebook or on our YouTube. If you know somebody that's been hit pretty hard by the coronavirus or lost their job or just is having a sucky time at home by themselves, and we'll set them up with a nice little few days, a month, free Doc Play. It's a pretty good time. So our choices were Tegan Higginbotham, Ibiza, depending how many wines you've had. Cabrit Caramello Eggs is your snack. And if you're heading over to Doc Play, Hoop Dreams. It's a pretty good option. Hey, tomorrow night we'll be back with Dan Connell. Amazing. It's one of my favourite Australian comedians. I think at about 5:30 on Instagram, he'll be feeding chickens live. So, you know, what a back-to-back bit of content. Hey, we'll see you next time, everybody. Cheers.
Okay, so cute. Look what I just posted. Eating crap with these sacks of shit. If they died tomorrow, no one would shed a tear. So cute.
Wait, what the hell?
You called me a dum-dum and she called me an idiot.